And it does usually take a moment for people to join if they're going to join. And we have one attendee.
It looks like one attendee, but we do not see a fourth commissioner. And we see three attendees now. However, we still don't see a fourth commissioner. In the event the commission can't achieve a quorum, then we won't be able to start the meeting. But I think we're just waiting to see if the fourth commissioner arrives shortly. But it kind of looks like they're not going to. So
Yeah, our apologies to those members of the public in attendance. We don't have a quorum right now, which would allow us to start the meeting and take care of the commission's business. We have only 3 commissioners in attendance right now, and we need to have 4 of the 7 before we can start a meeting. So we're just kind of hanging on, hoping that we get one more commissioner here in the next minute or so.
well, in the meantime, because we don't see the fourth commissioner, so it looks like it might not happen tonight. Maybe I'll just put in a plug and mention that the city's website does have a web page devoted to the Parks and Recreation Commission, including the agendas. And there's a bit of material in the agenda packet for tonight. Best bet to get to that information quickly on the website is to go to menlopark.org. There is a search box right there in the middle of the page. Just type Parks and Recreation Commission, and the first result is going to take you to the commission page to find some more information, including the agenda packet and past agenda packets, as well as contact information for how to reach out to commissioners and the staff. But with that, Assistant Director Jegda and commissioners, I do not see a quorum, so I don't think you cannot convene the meeting at this point.
Yeah, apologies, everyone. But the rules are the rules. So thank you all for coming. We'll put out a cancellation notice to give notice that we did cancel the meeting because of a lack of quorum. And the next meeting, the next scheduled meeting of the Parks and Recreation Commission is that joint meeting with the Library Commission and the Parks and Recreation Commission, talking about the MPCC project. And that's scheduled for June 22nd, which I believe is the 4th Wednesday in June.
So does that mean that I've never actually officially chaired a meeting before, or still, or what?
Yes, still you haven't. So
Okay.
Your record is clean, unless you want unless you want to put yourself forward for chairing for next year. It's not that hard, or rather, I think it can be as hard or as easy as you want to make it. So
Right.
involved, or as I would say, as involved or uninvolved as you want to make it. There's a level of involvement you need to run the meeting and get things done, but you can do a lot more to sort of drive the agenda if you want, or you can not.
Well, in my book, Kelsey and Mayron are no longer rookies, so they're we'll see.
You see, there's lobbying going on here. Okay.
Okay. Well, we'll try it again next month. Yep.
Great.
Thank you, everyone, for your time.
Thank
Bye,
you very
everybody.
much.
Good night.
Bye.
Good night.